Hello there. Welcome to Cloudflow Labs course for beginners on how to use DBT, Data Build Tool, for data engineering, where we break into a multi-part video series the fundamentals of DBT and how to get up and running in no time. This course begins with an introduction to explain what DBT is and what it's used for. But first, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell notification to notify you of more data engineering content uploads. DBT stands for Data Build Tool. It's an open-source command line tool that helps analytics engineers transform raw data into clean, structured data that's ready for analysis. Here's the gist of what DBT does. It transforms data in your data warehouse, like BigQuery, Snowflake, Redshift, etc., using SQL. DBT lets you organize your SQL queries, called models, into reusable, version-controlled, and testable components. It handles dependencies between queries. If one query depends on another, DBT knows the order to run them, giving you support for testing, documentation, and modular development of data pipelines. Why is DBT so cool? You write select statements. DBT takes care of building tables or views. It's code first and works great with Git, so teams can collaborate on data like they do with software. You can write tests for your data to catch issues early, like nulls where they shouldn't be. You can document your data models and track lineage. So what are the common workflows using DBT? Writing SQL models with just SQL selects. Defining how models depend on each other. Run DBT run, builds your models in the right order. Run DBT test, works to validate your data. This allows data engineers to deploy their data transformations production with confidence the data is transformed how it is intended to. Here's an overview of how DBT, Data Build Tool, works step by step. 1. You start with raw data. This data lives in your data warehouse, for example. Whether you're using BigQuery, Snowflake, Redshift, or Databricks, it's often messy, incomplete, or hard to use directly. 2. You write SQL models. You create SQL files in your DBT project. Each file is a model, essentially a select statement. DBT uses these to build tables or views in your warehouse. Take the example model we call orders cleaned. Here we create a DBT model that defines which orders are marked as completed. 3. Define dependencies between models. Models can reference each other using Jinja, so DBT knows the build order. Take the following example of our customer summary model. We define the source of our customers, cleaned and orders cleaned, that are pre-existing DBT models defined elsewhere in our project. 4. You run DBT using the following commands. DBT run builds the models, as tables views. DBT test runs data quality tests. DBT docs generate builds, interactive documentation. DBT build runs everything, models plus tests, plus snapshots, plus docs. 5. You add tests and documentation. You can define tests, for example, no nulls or unique keys, and add descriptions to models and fields. DBT makes it easier to trust your data. 6. End result. Clean, reliable, documented data. Your raw data has been transformed into production-ready tables that analysts and tools like Looker, Power BI, or Tableau can use easily. In short, DBT lets you turn raw warehouse data into organized, tested, and documented datasets, all using SQL and software engineering best practices. In Part 1, we will set up your local development environment on your local machine. But first, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell notification to notify you of more data engineering content uploads.